years serving on the World Scout Committee, who have committed their time, energy, and their lives to fulfilling their mandate. Thank you for placing your trust in my leadership and for all of your support and commitment to good governance while working to advance the mission of Scouting. To my fellow steering committee members, Yo, Sarah Rita, Fatima, Ahmad, and Millie, thank you for your support and trust. To our outgoing committee members, Nika, Juan, Pia, Sarah Rita, Yo, Eugene, Diana, Mehdi, and Dr. Davis, I wish you all the best with the next chapter of your lives and of your careers. To the youth advisors of the World Scout Committee, Fatima, Lamine, Lisa, Reese, Melissa, and Al-Hassan, you have inspired us all and have been incredible champions for youth involvement in decision-making at all levels of Scouting. Thank you. And joining us online, thank you to our Treasurer, Wynn, for ensuring our financial stability and sustainability. To our region chairpersons, Rubem, Matthias, Mayina, Dale, Tereji, and Yelena, your sage advice and regional perspectives have been critical to many discussions and decisions as a World Scout Committee. To the continuing and newly elected committee members, Chrissy and Maury, I wish you good luck for the next triennium as you serve our movement. And to Daniel, our newly elected chairperson, you can count on me for my support at any time. Thank you to everyone for having the courage to take a bold step into the future, representing the incredible diversity of our movement and encouraging us all to be brave. I also want to thank my friends at the World Scout Foundation for the opportunity to serve on the board these last 7 years, and for continuing to support World Scouting. Our collaboration today is stronger than ever before, thanks to your leadership. And also thank you to Jeff Morgan, the World Scout Foundation representative on the World Scout Committee, for your professional collaboration and partnership, which helped us strengthen the ties between the Foundation and World Scouting. Throughout my time as a committee member, one of the biggest rewards and joys has been seeing the transformative power of Scouting in action all around the world. This week, you adopted our new vision to be the world's most inspiring and inclusive youth movement, creating transformative learning experiences for young people everywhere. It's you, the leadership of 176 National Scout organizations, who are responsible for turning this new vision into a reality. Over the past 7 years, I've had the opportunity to visit more than 60 countries and witness firsthand what happens when young people and volunteers get to experience the Scouting program. It engages them, it inspires them, and it empowers them to reach for the stars and create change positively for the communities that they live in. Scouting also exposes young people to new ideas, adventures, cultures, and places. It creates a sense of belonging, challenging them to overcome their obstacles and to become active global citizens. As National Scout organizations, our commitment to delivering Scouting on the ground and in communities is vital to offer a safe space for young people around the world to develop skills so they are ready for life. If there is one thing that's clear, it's that the world needs Scouting today more than ever before. As Scouts, we can be the champions for peace, inclusion, equality, education, and sustainability, to lead the way as a global youth movement. We must encourage more young people and volunteers to join Scouting while valuing the intergenerational nature of our movement as a critical strength that we have. We must also push the boundaries of where we want to take this movement together, reaching out to new communities and providing access to education for those who need it the most. My hope is that every young person gets the chance to experience Scouting like I did as a kid. Thank you to everyone who has supported me on my learning journey, from a young Cub Scout to the person I am today. And thank you to all of you for giving those same opportunities to millions of young people all around the world. I wish you all a safe travel home, and I look forward to seeing you all again somewhere down the Scouting trail. Thank you.
I would like to ask if our outgoing chairperson of the World Scout Committee can please stay with us on stage. We'd also invite to the stage our Secretary General Ahmed Al-Hindawi to present a token of appreciation on behalf of World Scouting to Andy Chapman for his service in the World Scout Committee. Thank you so much, Andy, for your remarkable leadership and service to the Scout movement. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Andy. Now the conference team has also prepared a small surprise with the best moments of you and your colleagues on the 2027-2021 World Scout Committee. I know that was a special committee, and I'm not biased at all. Thank you so much, Angie, for your remarkable service to the Scout movement. That was a recap video from both the last two trienniums, so 2021, 2024. You and your team did an excellent job. We could see the very inspiring moments, and thank you for delivering, and thank you for leading us to the exciting next strategy for Scouting. Let me now start with thanking further the team that made this work remarkable. Let me start with thanking our outgoing youth advisors. 6 outstanding young people from different countries across the world. The youth advisors were a full part of the World Scout Committee team and its substructures. They contributed to all the discussions, debates, and decision-making processes. They made sure that the voice of young people was constantly amplified, loud and clear within the World Scout Committee. Friends in Scouting, I present you for the final time the youth advisors to the World Scout Committee and invite you to thank them for their service. Fatima Alieva, Yabina Rakim, Riz Medina, Al Hassan Sultan, Maman Lamine Soumana Ida Issa, Melissa Wilmsena Pinto. Thank you for all your hard work. We must also thank the members of our World Scout Committee whose terms conclude at this conference and who have served us over the last 3 years. Let me now welcome the outgoing members of the World Scout Committee on stage. Andy Chapman, Chairperson, Sarah Rita Gatan, Vice Chairperson, Yodeman, Vice Chairperson, Mahdi bin Khalil, Wayne Adrian Davis, Nika Gorovska, Pia Melin Grasbol, Eugene Kim, Diana Neal, and Juan Rick. A huge round of applause for their service. Let me now welcome the 12 newly elected World Scout Committee members on stage. Daniel Kursen, Chairperson. Mari Chicken Cheng, Vice Chairperson. Julius Kramer, Vice Chairperson. Victor Achibaga, Elise Drouet, Kerem Kay, Steve Kent, Noor El Huda Mahmoudi, Martin Mayer, Mohammed Omar Mo, Christine Chrissy Polity, Sally Marie-Louise Charlotte Ikosi. Let us recognize and appreciate their willingness to serve the movement in the next triennium. As per the tradition, may I now ask the outgoing World Scout Committee members to invest the new World Scout Committee members with a purple World Scouting scarf. Can I ask the 12 new World Scout Committee members to step forward on the stage? And thank you for the outgoing World Scout Committee members once again. Yes, can we come to the middle? I now invite to the stage the ex-officio members of the World Scout Committee, our regional chairs, the treasurer, the secretary general, and the board representative of the World Scout Foundation to join the voting members on the stage once we finish taking this photo. Thank you. Do we have everyone? Conference, I present you the full World Scout Committee that will come into office at the end of this session. Let's give them a round of applause as they start their journey in leading us and to implement our new strategy for scouting. Thank you. It is now my honor to invite the newly elected chairperson of the World Scout Committee, Daniel Kersen, to give his address to the conference. The floor is yours, Daniel.
Thank you very much, Andy, for your inspiring speech and for true leadership. It's been a pleasure to work alongside you and the other World Scout Committee members over this last triennium. Your dedication most, and we will do our utmost. Delegates, observers, I'm pleased to address this. I'm humbled by the selection, and I'm pleased to once again answer the call to serve the Scout movement that has meant so much to me for so long. First, I want to thank you for your trust and for your support. Scouting has been part of my life, shaped my identity, and have given me the confidence and skills to navigate through the opportunities, but also the challenges of life. I grew up in a scouting family in Curacao. My parents, sitting somewhere in the audience, are both passionate scouts. But actually, it was my grandma who sent me back to my mom in camp at 2 months old. I officially joined scouting at the age of 7, but I even remember earlier memories where I attended the first World Scout conference with my father at just 5 years old. At 14, a trip with my sister, who's also here, to the World Scout Jamboree in Thailand was a transformative learning experience that taught me that anyone can make a difference with the right opportunities. From there, I came back to Curacao to push for more youth involvement at national level. I was elected as regional youth advisor to the Inter-American Scout Committee, and I went on to serve as the regional chair, the committee's vice chairperson and then chairperson before the COVID-19 pandemic hit and put a stop to scouting activities. During that time, I saw the strength, the resilience, and the unity of this movement. Young people and volunteers coming together and creating new ways to keep scouting going amidst the global health crisis. We emerged a stronger and more united region and world as a result. And now, 4 years later, I'm here with you today, ready to take the next step in my scouting journey. As I reflect on this moment, let me address an important point that I know many of you are concerned about. And that is how we ensure proper representation across the movement and decision making, and particularly in the World Scout Committee. Here, I want to know we hear you. We know how important it is to ensure that the World Scout Committee and the decisions we take represents the interests and reflect the rich diversity and dynamic needs of our member organizations, of the regions, but also of our global movement. That's why I want to assure you that together with the World Scout Committee, we will work with our regions and consult very closely with you to inform on our decision making in this regards. I believe in the idea of all for all, while every member of this committee comes from a different place and a different region, we need to act together on behalf of the interests of everyone. To do that, this committee needs your support. And as we prepare for the triennium ahead, I will take active measures in the appointments of key governance roles, including our standing committees, to ensure proper representation of our movement in these structures. In the coming weeks, we will conduct the induction of the new committee in Indonesia, our largest national Scout organization, to design an agenda for the committee to meet your expectations. This induction will be then followed by our first business meeting in Malaysia. This conference has been a milestone event in so many ways. This week, we unanimously approved and adopted a new vision and strategy that will set us on an ambitious path for the next decade of scouting. You all deserve an applause for that. Together, we will build on the work of the past triennium and to work to implement the decisions taken by the conference over the next 3 years. Among these key decisions, an amendment to the WOSM the committee with stronger oversight to supervise the organization, execution, and governance of World Scout events. I also want to thank all national Scout organizations for the commitment you have shown to ensure the financial stability of WOSM by approving the 5% increase in fees to help weather the impacts of inflation. I want to assure you that the committee will work to bring the next World Scout Conference in London a proposal for a new fee model that will ensure global equity, as well as sustainability for World Scouting's operations. As we approve the draft objectives of the World Triennial Plan and carry forward the conference resolutions and amendment to the WOSM Constitution voted on this week, we also have an important responsibility to continue to serve our movement and support our 57 million young people and volunteers worldwide. With a new vision and strategy of scouting as a roadmap, we will make sure to transform these decisions taken at the conference into concrete actions and outcomes that will lead to more impact for you as NSOs and for all young people everywhere. To make scouting even safer for every young volunteer, person, and volunteers, but also to embrace youth-led climate action and work towards carbon neutrality in the next decade. To champion youth leadership and engagement at every level of scouting, and to foster the growth of scouting, including reaching out to new communities and those hardest to reach. We also commit to innovate and offering more transformative learning experiences to young people everywhere. And finally, to continue to expand our network of partners and donors so that we can deepen our impact. In everything we do, we must listen and we must learn. To keep in mind the aspirations, realities, and needs of you, our national organizations, and to support you to deliver quality scouting programs. And I look forward to working with our Secretary General, Ahmad Al-Hindawi, and the dedicated team at the World Scout Bureau to build on the many achievements that will usher in a new chapter for our movement. I promise to do my best to uphold the principles and values of this global movement, to embrace a model of shared leadership while fostering an open, transparent, and participatory approach to decision-making at the world level. To our new World Scout Committee members, I look very much forward to working alongside you to include the perspective of all NSOs as we implement the outcomes of the conference and set in motion an agenda for the World Scout Committee. I want to close by thanking all of you, our delegates and observers, who gave your time, your talents, and your energy to the conference over the past 7 days. To you, a big applause. We, the entire World Scout Committee, looks forward to working together as we turn the page on the next chapter of Scouting and set forward on this bold, new adventure together. We hope this conference has inspired you and left you feeling hopeful and optimistic about the future. We also hope you're taking away some important learnings and ideas that will strengthen Scouting in your communities and countries. Safe travels, happy Scouting, and we will see you around there.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for stepping up to this challenge, and best of luck to you and the newly elected World Scout Committee. Best of luck in leading this amazing team and the Scout movement. All right, I think that we might all need a little energizer by now. And I figured that we have not tested our dancing skills in a while. We've seen the Scout dance in day one, but I think that we all want to get the conference moving, whether standing, preferably, or in your chairs. Please all follow along the conference dance. Can we get that? Everyone, come everyone. It's the last day. We can do it. All right, I think we all got much better then. And since day one, you can always take some time to practice, even after going back home. We will continue to monitor hashtag Scout Dance Challenge. All right, it's been quite a journey in the past 7 days with an abundance of beautiful memories. Now, take your seat, sit back and relax while we watch a video together to reminisce about the incredible new adventure that I've gone through.
home as we go back home. Now, to formally thank our dear hosts, the Egyptian Scouts Federation. We invite to stage as well as the welcoming all of us to Cairo for their commitment and tremendous effort to make this conference a great place for us. Please join us in thanking the host with a
Okay. As our conference is coming to an end, and as we start dreaming about the next conference, can I invite back our Egyptian hosts to hand over the flag for our friends from the Scouts Association as we get ready for the next World Scout Conference in London, United Kingdom in 2027. Can we welcome them back on the stage?
conference. We now really came to the end of our days together. But before we all part ways to our different countries, Amal, you have been leading us all through this wonderful event. Can we ask for your final remarks and reflections as chairperson of the 43rd World Scout Conference?
Sorry, I've got many cables, as you can see. Just bear with me as I tie them. All good. Hi again, everyone. All right. So, yeah, this is it. This is the end of our amazing 43rd World Scout Conference. And as we come to the end of this closing moment, I can only share how relieved, amazed, and grateful I am. I have had the pleasure of supporting the work around the conference during the last 3 years. First, as the concept was being developed in my capacity of World Events Workstream co-lead. Later, when the concept was projected to reality with our Egyptian friends as the WASM volunteer co-lead, and later on when I got the honor to be appointed by the World Scout Committee as the chairperson of this World Scout Conference. This might seem like many, many layers, but one thing for sure that this has been tremendously a fantastic journey for me. And to see the closing coming nicely together is absolutely rewarding. I'm grateful for this journey and grateful to have been leading this with Edgar and Madhu, whom I'm thanks so much for their incredible collaboration, openness, and relaxed mood, which is not a given, throughout this journey. I'm equally grateful to my fellow steering committee members for all the hard works and decisions put to make the conference a success. Ahmed, Andy, David, Jacob, Mehdi, Melissa, thank you so much. While we have had many thank yous already this afternoon, I can absolutely not mention how thankful I am to all the World Scout Bureau staff who have been engaging patiently and passionately for the past few months around this. I won't do justice if I start putting on names, but a massive thank you to, again, Jacob, David, Janine, my colleagues in the coordination team, and many, many others that we do not see because they're busy working behind the scenes, such as Bia, who is the bee in our ears. Thank you so much. And also to our Egyptian hosts for always welcoming with a big heart all of our requirements, even when we are so much demanding sometimes, and for always wanting to go the extra mile, and for all the volunteers who have been tirelessly embracing the spirit of a new adventure. Thank you so much. Also, I'd like to thank all the hard work committee that once again we do not really tremendous job, and if I can ask them to stand up so that we can applaud them. The resolutions committee, our tellers, the credentials committee, thank you so much. While I was prepping for my chairing role, I had a brief look at how the last two conferences went, basics. And besides the upgrades on seeing how we are handling events on a more professional way, technology, etc., I'm really amazed by how far we came as a movement. The diversity we continue to show and how we continue to make this space more welcoming and engaging to young people. How we are always pushing the limits to challenge the status quo and to provide a new baseline so that we can always go further. This is the first conference where we didn't have a youth forum. And I'm glad to see that we are putting efforts to foster intergenerational discussions and decisions. We are not there yet, perhaps, but it is always important to continue to challenge ourselves to do better. So thank you for all of you who provide feedback on how we can make this a better version and how we can drive it further. And to all the young people who joined us yesterday to provide the feedback for the feedback session as we cooperate collectively for a better version for this. Thank you so much. We always say that scouting is a reflection and a sample of our broader society. And as we continue to witness a fragile context with wars and conflicts, I wish for our society to embrace all the values that we show as scouts. And I pray for peace and stability for our brothers and sisters who have been going through hard times. We have celebrated in this conference the huge commitment that we are doing as a movement and the trainings that we are getting as messengers of peace. And I am sure that with all the inspiration in this conference, the panel earlier today, the interactions about our last resolution yesterday, that we're here over 2,000 persons, we will all continue to be peace builders, advocates in all parts of the world. So please keep that in mind. And to conclude, I hope that this conference has been meaningful to all of you here. Meaningful in form of a new connection, friendship, a new experience, seeing pyramids for the first time, new partnerships, but also engaging around our new strategy for scouting, historically 100% votes, our triennial plan, and that we approved together the new milestones that the next committee will be leading forwards. With that, thank you, friends. This is it. 7 days, too long, but never too long. Thank you for trusting me with this role, for showing a true scouting spirit throughout this journey. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Before we leave, we would like to invite a representative from the host to guide us through the logistic for the evening's closing ceremony.
Wow, it's so embarrassing to be up here after I've ugly cried. Okay, so we have a dinner at 6:30 until 7:30. And then we have a light celebration at 7, 8. Official closing ends at 9. And then we have a DJ party from 9 until 11, and we'd like you all to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Egypt. Thank you for these final arrangements for a great closing announcement today. Conference, one last time. Conference, we're done. Let's end this conference on a high note. Please welcome Ahmed, our Secretary General, to the stage.
No more speeches. That's it. But I'd like to ask you if you can help me thank you, and that will be the final round of thanks, by inviting some people here and help me with. Can go faster. Thank you for the awesome team, the purple team, the volunteers, the staff. Come over here, line up here. Thank you. Here. No, you stay. Thank the Egyptian team, the volunteers. Stay around here. No, down. Just we stay here. Stay. All the purple team, the awesome team, the tellers, the resolution committee, the interpreters, all the ushers and the one who helped us deliver this conference. Come gather around here. Okay. Okay, and now the chairperson of the conference will announce yeah? You just announce it. Yes. You take it from there. You take it from there. Okay.
Conference, I hereby declare the 43rd Royal Scout Conference closed.
Okay. Woo! Whoa. Oh, good. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay. Okay. One more song. Yeah? It was impossible to call them. Okay, let's see the stage. I said they would.
You adventure, is proud. Once a scout, forever a scout. Are you ready? As you can, estás listo, mostrar, vivir allá. Listos para la vida. Ready for life. De todo el mundo preparamos líderes del futuro. El líder desde el corazón lleva siempre la inspiración. New adventure, was proud. Once a scout, forever a scout. Are you ready? As you can. Estás listo, mostrar, vivir allá. Listos para la vida. Ready for life. Once a scout, forever a scout. Are you ready? As you can. Estás listo, mostrar, vivir allá. Listos para la vida. Ready for life. Are you ready? As you can. Estás listo, mostrar, vivir allá. Listos para la vida. Ready, 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 ready for
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I hereby declare the 43rd World Scout Conference closed. Thank you.